Alright people, Dilo here with Dilo's Mobile Auto Services. So today we're going to be doing a power steering pump replacement. It should be a pretty doable job. It's just this pump right here. This is it. So what we're going to be doing is like I have the new one here. You want to see it? Let me show you. Surprise. So this is, first things first, grab your old part, your new part, compare it with the old one. But one thing you got to know is once this comes off, there is an o-ring down there in between here. There's gonna be an o-ring that you're gonna have to change. Yeah, this pump is so noisy, but we're gonna have to transfer this pulley from this pump to the new one. Put it right there. A couple of things we're gonna be doing is it has a tensioner bolt, which is this one right here. You're gonna see that this is the same with Honda vehicles. They carry the same pump. So we're gonna be taking off this tensioner, like loosening this tensioner right here. There's pretty much 3 bolts, but the problem is reaching the bolts. It has this tensioner. It has a bolt. When you slacken that tensioner, it's gonna take down this like put a slack on this belt, and then you pull out the belt. For convenience, since we're gonna be, if you need room, you can just detach this from here and this, so you can move them to the side. And then we're gonna first of all go ahead and drain that fluid from here. Find anything, and you always want to check with your environmental protection policies. Make sure you don't make no spills. We will go ahead and open this up. See that fluid right there? That's not Honda fluid. And since it is a brand new pump, what I did was I went to Acura and I got me fluid from Acura. Because it's a new pump, you want to keep it new and fresh. I have another one. I got me 2 cans. So we got 2 cans here. Not really expensive, it's like $7 a piece. So we're gonna put those in here, and we will take advantage, seize the opportunity to flush the system. And what we're gonna be doing is we will drain this fluid. I have a pump that I bought solely for this purpose. We're gonna stick it in here and drain out the fluid, and then you got to turn the steering wheel left and right all the way. It's gonna bring out the remainder of the fluid, because we don't want to make a spill. Put some paper towels down here to protect it. But after you're done doing that, then you can disconnect this hose from here, and then you're gonna take off these 2 bolts. You don't have to worry about the other bolt that is down here, which is this one already comes with it. This is it. So, and then after that, we have 2 other bolts that we're gonna be fighting with, which are hidden. One is all the way at the back here. I don't know if you can see it. One of the bolts is somewhere down here. I'll show you on the new one. This bolt and this other bolt. It's right down here, and at the back here. This is it. You can actually see that bolt right there. You can see this other bolt. At the shop, this thing is gonna cost you altogether like some change, but we do mobile, and I'll be changing the pump and bleeding the system too. So when we take it off, we're gonna undo this pulley and mount it on here. All right, after explaining all of that, let's go ahead and get to work. Like I explained, like I just showed you, what I would do is we'll go ahead and, because I can't hold a camera and be doing this at the same time, but it's doable if you have the tools and you understand what you're doing. It's pretty easy and practical. So we will go ahead and knock this thing out and then go from there. I'll take it out and you guys will see me on the other end how this thing is done. Bam bam. Brand new, very fresh, straight out of the box. Okay, I told you guys we were gonna come back. Now you can see I disconnected the hose here. I disconnected. I took off the reservoir. It's right down there, and clamp. I disconnected these two other lines. Between these two, I don't know which one is the feed and which one is the what other line you call it. I don't even know, man. Yeah, so I took off those lines. So what is gonna happen now is you can see I took off the belt already because I broke loose this that's a 12mm bolt right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead now. You can see I slackened the other bolt, which is down there. You see how this thing is moving now. It's pretty much out. And then this other bolt. But you want to do everything to avoid taking off this engine mount over here. I think it's a sucker, man. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and I'm still trying to figure out a way where I can stick my tool down there without having to mess with this. But otherwise, this is only held on by 3 bolts. You're going to have to take off the 17 bolt and the 2 14ths. And then this one is going to come off. But until then, we're still going to figure it out. So I'm going to go ahead and take this pump out, those 2 bolts, and I'll be back. All right, I got the pump out. This is it, and that's the new one. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and take off this pulley and transfer it on there, like right here. So I gotta just knock off this bolt and this knot, and that should do the thing. So that's a space. Clean any debris you find down there and make sure all the wirings are straight. When putting this thing back, you don't want to strip no wires, you don't want to pinch no wires. So let's do this thing, and then we come back. I'll put the pulley on here and I'll show you guys what it is. Alright folks, as you can see, I transferred that pulley already. So what I did was I grabbed me, this is actually a 19mm bolt. It's a 19, so you stick some on there, but make sure you don't crush anything. Put like grab you like a screwdriver and wrap a piece of cloth around it, around it, and then stick it through that hole, or stick it on there and then wrap a piece of cloth or some protection on it, and then so it could lock on this side, and then you can go ahead and tie this on to prevent the pulley from spinning, you know, and that's it. So everything from here on is just going to be the reverse procedure. I'll put everything back on, and then during the bleeding I'll come back and show you what next to do. So you can see I got the pump back in. When you put tension on this belt, you don't want to over tension it. You have to put some slack on it. Yeah, I think the depression rate is I forgot, but anyways, so I got everything back in, everything hooked up. You can see I have for O-rings, and I have a set of picks. You need something like this if you know you're gonna be messing a lot with picks with O-rings. You need a set like this, pull them out. And you also need some carbon grease for corrosion, and easy for lubrication. So we're gonna pull this out now and then connect that hose and then start the bleeding process. And after that, it's pretty much done. I'll bleed it and I'll show you guys what's going on. All right guys. All right people, right now I started with the flushing. You can see how I connected. The reason why I have this box here is because it's holding that funnel. I don't want it tipping over, but I got it connected to this line. This is a feed line from the pump, from the reservoir to the pump. And down there you're gonna see there is a return. There are 2 lines actually, One of them is the return line, and one of them is the cooling line. So top it up with fluid, and then you spin the steering wheel, left all the way, right all the way, and you're gonna see the old coolant coming out. Let me sit this here so you can see. So you're gonna keep doing it like that until you're gonna see the clean fluid start coming out. Let me show you in the vehicle what I'm doing here. Spin the wheel all the way.
This is Monica Kaufman-Pearson for my friends at Amco Transmissions. With over 800 pieces to it, the transmission is the most complex part of your car. You can't trust such an intricate and complicated part of your car to just anyone. That's why I recommend Amco Transmissions. They've been in business for over half a century and have repaired over 20 million.
We're gonna see how that fluid is draining and the other one is going in. So we're gonna keep doing that until we have everything out. Yeah, you can actually, if you look through, you can actually see that hose over there by the cardboard. It's not too clear, but you're gonna see fluid coming out of it. All right, guys, back here at Bruno. So I finished doing everything on that vehicle, and then I top up the power steering. You can see it's clear and everything now looks clean. I just started the vehicle, like I said, the same way you disconnect, you uninstall it, the same way you install everything. Like you just do the reverse, and then you actually watch on the video how I flush the system. You just got to do that until you see the old fluid coming out, and then you know, like then you see clean fluid start coming out, then you know that the system is entirely flushed. But you don't want to let air go in there. So when you're done, you reinstall the reservoir, fill it up with fluid. Even though there's still going to be air in the system, just leave this one open for an escape. So the bubbles are going to come out through that, and then put some fluid in there, and then keep stirring left and right until you realize that no more bubbles are coming out. Then you will understand that all the air is out. But when you start doing that, you're going to see that fluid level dropping. So when it drops, just refill it to that brim, to that line. But if you go past that, there is no breather space, and that thing is gonna make some noise. So let's start the engine and see what's up. Okay, I'm just gonna start it, and then we're gonna listen to it to see if it's making noise like the other one. You hear that? Clean, smooth. See that? Clean. Very, 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 very clean. And if you look at it, it's more steady. Before, what you will see in there, you see it's doing like a spiral. Before, when you see what you see in there, you're gonna see bubbles. There was gonna be bubbles in there, but it's so clean now, so and no more noise. So all the air is out of the system. You wanna steer it and then listen. That is normal. So everything is good, and we can call it the day. We did a good job and everything seems good. Thanks, and I will make another video on do it and how to do it yourself, and more educational videos on how to perform repairs on vehicles, different models, different years, and different styles. Not just on vehicles, but any other thing we could put it on here, mechanical. Alright guys, see you, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share, and don't also forget to like. But please leave me a comment with anything you like about the video, anything you hate about the video. Just leave me a comment.